Hi, my name is Diane Lenihan, and I am an independent consultant with Arbonne. Brief history, my story, I got started with Arbonne about a year ago, having a bit of health problems, and a friend of mine recommended some products which changed my life. I then went on a 30-day to healthy living program, and it honestly, I've never felt better. I lost 24 pounds after I continued it after the 4 weeks and went on to about 8 weeks. And honestly, I kept the weight off and changed my mind. It felt lighter, and I then started to learn about all the benefits and how amazing Arbonne actually is. And so that's when I decided to join. So I'm just going to give you a brief outline of the products, break down the business side of things, what network marketing is, and how you get started, sort of like the ways that you earn money and the levels of management. So basically, Arbonne is a luxury health and wellness beauty corporation, and it was founded about 45 years ago by a gentleman named Peter Moore. And he based the company on three main pillars. So it is premium plant-based ingredients, and it's grounded in science, high clean standards that go well above and beyond, and an emphasis on connection between the mind, the body, and the skin. So all of Arbonne products are certified vegan, they're cruelty-free, and they're formulated gluten-free, which is amazing. No more having to Google things. And we are backed on European standards of testing. And due to North American having no regulatory board, and Canada's better, but not that much better, um, they don't ban the toxic ingredients that we are trying to eliminate from our systems. So we still follow Euro standards today. And aside from the certifications, um, I just mentioned that Arbonne's also soy free, we're wheat free, we're free of any artificial ingredients, free of dyes, perfumes. So all of our fragrances come from botanical essential oils. And our products are botanically based. pH balanced, non-GMO, or kosher, and quite a few of our nutritional products are halal as well. So we try at Arbonne to be the best of the best in terms of what we put on and in our bodies. So the product range, we started with skincare back in 1980, not that old, and now have branched into the realms that span across wellness products we use on an everyday basis, like baby care, anti-aging, a full men's line, skincare, bath care, makeup, hair care, which I love, nutrition, which is the heart and soul of me and what I love about Arbonne, and everyday essentials like deodorants and toothpastes and all of that. So, you know, that's how I kind of decided to join, was through the nutritional product. But then through time, I've been switching all of my stuff over, and the hair care was a hard one for me. I had been using the same Aveda products for years, tried the Arbonne ones, and I love them even more. They're just absolutely stunning, and the smell is incredible. So Arbonne is a B Corp certified corporation. And what that means is B Corps are legally responsible to balance profit and purpose with the planet. So, what that means is that they ensure employee welfare, customer welfare, but also the welfare of farmers. That we source our ingredients from. So we ensure that they are fairly compensated and that their crops are being replenished properly, etc. So we're legally responsible to prove this yearly and to have sustainability measures in place for the environment, which full transparency in all areas of the business, which I love. So we're going to dive into the business side. So have you ever heard of network marketing before? I will explain it to you. Uh, and I'll explain network marketing versus traditional corporate purchasing. So, with traditional corporate sales, we typically see an ad somewhere or we're influenced to make a purchase, and then we visit a large corporation, a large corporate place, like example would be Sephora, to pick up our product. But before the product gets into the hands, it goes through various steps of manufacturing to production, sales, ads, shipping, and corporations, and etc. Um, all of this costs a fortune. Whereas with network marketing, Arbonne specifically, the products are created in-house and then they're shipped directly to the consumer's doorsteps, cutting out all of the steps in the traditional method, which is amazing. Arbonne also uses the faces of real clients and consultants like me who teach people the business or the products, which in turn leads to how we earn our commissions. They use the money that would generally be spent on traditional routes and they put that into product research and into the hands of the consultants like myself for teaching people about the company and the products. So let me tell you how you can become a part of Arbonne. So there's three ways to essentially work with me. You could be a client, a consultant, or a connector. So a client is someone who shops the products, usually at a discount as a PC, our preferred client program. It's awesome and it's for shoppers as it offers a discount of 20% off all year long with awesome perks like free gifts and shipping on qualified orders and access to our Healthy Habits Club that's starting in January, which is a 30-day wellness program that gives you access as a client for free with a purchase of a $156 order. But also, once consultants use this tool, you can give it to your client as well. So let's get into that. As a consultant, it's someone who is using the business model, like myself, to share about the products or business opportunity. So you share it with others to generate an income, which I'm going to get there in a second. And then lastly, you can be a connector, which is someone who maybe isn't interested in the business but believes in the products and they send referrals or host parties, etc. And they earn free gifts and rewards. So I'm going to go quickly over what it looks like to get started with Arbonne. So in Canada, it's $65 to get your business started, which includes your website that's ready to use, all of the tools and training, plus a 35 to 50% off discount of products and a choice of a fizz or derm result cream. Um, there's no introductory bundle when you join that's mandatory to purchase. So you buy what you want in your budget and when you want it, basically. So every month afterward, there's no mandatory spending, there's no auto ships, there's no fees, signups, parties, there's no obligation to do social posting, etc. We have the freedom to work our business the way we want based on our own goals. And as an entrepreneur in the past, I really loved this about this company. It was something that really opened my eyes. The only requirement is that in one full calendar year, we have at least one preferred client or consultant sign up with you. Um, so that's easy. Just one person has to buy something. So I'll explain the three ways that we earn income with Arbonne. So commissions based, so 35% of our client purchases and 15% of our preferred client purchases with Arbonne. We also continue to make 15% every time our clients shop through it the year. And then overrides, if you choose to grow a business like I do, we receive an additional percentage of our team's sales. So, and then there's bonuses, so which everybody loves bonuses. At every level of the business, we have the opportunity to hit different performance targets. Our businesses, and if if you do, there's an opportunity to earn the bonuses. So we get paid every Tuesday on commissions, and then once a month on our bonuses and overrides. So that's 5 times a month. So let me explain the levels of management. There are 4 levels of management, which makes it so simple. So if you choose to create growth in your business, everyone comes to Arbonne with different goals. And I like to explain that there are different speeds as well, depending on what those goals are. So some are walkers, they just want to go slow and earn a couple of $100s to have, their products or whatever covered. And then there are also joggers who like to pick up the pace, getting uncomfortable, creating more in their life. And then there are the sprinters like me who go all in because the goals that I have are so much bigger and grander. Whether wanting to be, some people want to stay home with their babies, work remotely like me, so I'm working here from the lake, or just even leaving that 9 to 5 that just isn't serving them any longer. I also always like to share the info regarding the earnings. Um, you can also go to earnings@arbonne.com to see these earnings. Uh, for a district manager, which is the first level, it's an average of $300 to $1,900 a month, depending on how much work you put into it. The next level is area manager, which is average of $1,500 to $5,000 a month. But this is a cool level because your business becomes willable at this level, which means if something ever happened to you, unfortunately, um, you can will your business to someone and resume the pay and take over the business, or take over the business. They don't have to. The third level is an RVP, a regional vice president, which is average of 6,000 to 13,000 per month. And this can also earn a VP Success Award, which can be used toward a car of choice, money, or towards a Mercedes Benz of choice. And then the top of the level is an NVP, which is a national vice president, average of 22,000 per month or more. You can earn a bigger VP Success Award, and also you get to be a guest at the annual trip to Maui every year. So my ending thoughts, this business is effort based. So what you put into it is what you'll get out of it. And what I love about it, um, you know, it's work ethics, and it's not typical, but you don't have to be typical. So you can go through those stats that we were just talking about and be in the typical range, or you can put in extraordinary effort and not be typical like me. So, I think a thing that really helped me expand my vision with Arbonne was thinking about my 5-year goals as well. Like, how was I going to get to where I wanted to be in 5 years and really allow myself to dream again? And that's what Arbonne has given me. And like, what would some of my 5-year goals look like for me and my family? Um, so if you keep going the way you're going now and nothing changes, are you going to be able to reach your goals? And the final few questions I have um, are, sometimes those goals seem like they're far away, but let's just think about it. Sometimes those goals seem far. So let's say you began earning $1,000 a month. What would you do with that money? And just for, laugh's sakes, if that goal could come to life or fruition for you with an Arbonne business, what would that look like for you? Okay, so now hearing me go off about my love for Arbonne and sharing about what the company and the business is all about. If you have any questions, please message me, and I'll be happy to answer anything that you are interested in, or that you have any questions that may have come up. And just think about the possibilities, about your dreams, and about how this can work for you and how this can make those come to life.